Okay, so we looked at certain specific shapes. Now we're going to look at a property called perimeter. The simplest definition is that it is the length of its boundary. For example, there is this shape, and I know each of the length is 4 inch, 2 inch, 2 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, and 10 inch. Then the perimeter is simply the sum. So 10 plus, so I can count off. I've counted 10, then I count 3, then I count 2, then I count 2, and I count 2, and I count 4. So I have counted all the sides. And the sum comes out to 23, but this unit is very, very important. 23 what? 23 inches is different from 23 feet, is different from 23 yards, is different from 23 meters. So you're gonna make sure you put the units. Now for shapes which have straight edges, you can just add the sides. That's all a perimeter is. But there is a specific shape for which you need a formula, which is a circle. Now for a circle of radius r, the perimeter is also called circumference, just because it's special. And for a circle, this is given by 2 times pi times r, where r is the radius. R is the radius. Remember, it's not the diameter, it's the radius. The number pi is 3.1415, so on. But instead of using this, what you want to do is you want to find the pi button on the calculator and use that instead of 3.14 in order to get more accurate result. Now you can try this problem and then verify you get the same answer with your calculator. So you have a circle of radius 5 centimeter. The circumference is 2 pi times 5, which is 10 pi. So you use the pi button on the calculator. You get 31.42 centimeters. Two things here. Don't forget the unit. The unit of radius is centimeters, so perimeter is also in centimeters. And then, unless the question specifies otherwise, we're gonna round to hundreds, meaning a round at the second significant digit after the decimal. Now sometimes shapes can be combined. In that case, only consider the outside of the shape, not the inside, because the inside does not count as boundary. For example, over here, you are not going to consider this dotted sides because they're on the inside of the shape. So what you have is 2 half circles and you have a rectangle. Now the 2 half circles, if the whole side is 3, then half of this, or the whole side is 6, then half of this is going to be 3 feet. So you have 2 half circles of radius 3 feet. They each have a perimeter of half of pi r, they each have a perimeter of pi r, which is 3 pi. So when you add these two, you get not 3 pi but 6 pi. Now consider the two sides of the rectangle. So now you have counted this length and you have counted this length. You're left with these two, and those are just 10 feet plus 10 feet. So when you count this 10 feet, you get 20 plus this should be 6 pi, and you can verify this answer. I have a mistake here, that's not correct. So it's probably come out to like 38 point something. You can verify what this answer comes out. Now, one more example. Sometimes after you find the perimeter, you may have to find the cost. Say it's a cost of painting or a cost of fencing, something like that. Example, let's say there's a machine part that looks like the following, where you're said that the curved part is a quarter of a circle. And these are two straight edges, which are 3 inches each. And it needs to be coated with a metal that costs 25 cents per inch. Okay, so 1 inch is going to cost you 25 cents. The contribution of the straight edges is 3 plus 3, 6. So at this point, I have measured this length. For the curved part, since it's a quarter circle, the perimeter of a circle is 2 pi r. So the perimeter of the quarter circle is 1/4 of 2 pi r, which is pi r divided by 2. So 3 pi over 2, which comes out to 4.71 inch. So the total perimeter. So now at this point, I have also considered this and I'm done. I have looked at the entire boundary. The total perimeter is 6 plus 4.7, which is 10.71 inch. Now if it costs 25 cents for 1 inch, then for 10.71 inch, it's going to cost 25 times 10.71, which is 267.75 cents or $2.68, again rounding to a hundreds. Okay, that's it for this particular property.